Hey there and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a chibi Punisher. So let's get started with the eye. On the left, we're going to draw a curve for the upper eyelid. Starting from the left side, we're going to curve down to the front of the eye. From here, let's turn the front up for the frown line. So just curving up. We're going to take that, flip it over on the right side. So we're going to leave a gap in the middle here. Start on the inside, curve the frown line, and then draw the upper eyelid on the right side, out to the outside of the eye. Now let's tuck in the eyeballs underneath. Starting on the left, we're going to step in just a little bit, leaving a little overlap, and drawing almost like a half circle for the eye, and just coming right into that frown line. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Starting on the inside, curving down, and tucking that back in on the right side. Let's draw a couple highlights on the top left. So up here, we're just going to draw a circle, and we're going to color the inside area in black. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. So we're going to draw another circle up here on the left side, and then color the area around it in black. And now that we've got the eyes, let's go ahead and draw in the eyebrows. So on the left side, on the corner here, we're just going to step up from that end, curving up, and we're going to curve down to that frown line. So curving down. We're now going to taper the tops here. So from the end here, we're going to taper it to the top, so it gets a little thicker up here, and we'll come down right on top of that frown line. So curving across, and then just getting a little narrower as we get inside. Let's color the eyebrow in black. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. So starting on the inside, we're going to curve up and out, and we'll curve down just to the outside of the eyelid. Go back to the front here, stepping up, curve out, tapering it out to the top, and then tapering down to a point. Let's go ahead and color that in black. From here, I just want to add a little bit more expression. So in between the eyes here, I'm just going to draw a little curve that goes up for a little bit of extra frown. Down below here, we're going to draw the nose. So we start by drawing in a long curve going across from left to right. I'm going to go up in an angle on both sides. Now I'm going to intersect that point with a curve that comes down. Let's draw the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to draw in the sides of the frown around the nose. So right here, it's going to curve down. Curve down on both sides. We'll give him a little bit of an eye bag. So underneath this eye, right at the frown line, just curve underneath each eye. Like that. Let's go ahead and give him a mouth. So we're going to start down here. We're going to draw a curve from left to right, going across, going upwards. And on the ends, we're going to curve them down. So like a nice little smooth curve, curling down the ends of the mouth. And on either side, we're going to draw a bracket, but we're not going to connect it to the edge of the mouth. We're just going to leave a little gap. And just draw a little curve like that. Underneath this mouth, we want to come down a little bit in the middle and just draw the bottom lip. Now for the head, we're going to draw, almost like a chiseled head. It's going to be a little bit squared off. So on the left side here, I'm going to curve down just below the mouth line. I'm going to curve it inwards, right about there. On the right, we'll curve in to right about there. We'll connect those 2 points with a curve for the bottom of the chin. So we're just going to come just below that lip line. Starting on the left, we'll curve across. So you can see it's a little squared off on the ends. Go across towards the right side, closing that gap off. We're going to give him a little bit of cheekbone structure. So just on the left side here, just going to do a little curve. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now from here, let's tuck in the ears. So from this end, I'm going to curve out and then just pull this right into the side of the head. In here, we want some inner ear detail. So up here, we're just going to draw a little curve. Tuck that in behind the head. Do the same thing on the right side. So curving out, and then just start to pull it right in. Up here we'll draw a little inner ear detail. From this point, let's draw in the inside profile of the hairline. So from this point, I want to curve up above the eyebrow. Do that on both sides, curving up. Now we're going to curve out to the outside edge, so curving up, like that. Now these are going to come in towards the widow's peak right here. So in the center, we're going to move across, right in the middle here, we're going to draw a point. That'll be our starting point. I want to show a little bit of the hair strands coming down on the left side here. So I'm going to go to that point and draw a curve, going out towards the left. I'm going to curve that back in so it tapers out a little bit, so it gets a little bit wider. I'll do a short curve, and then I'm going to pull that back in towards the center. Now from this point, I want to make my way to the end on the right side. So I'm going to draw a curve. It goes up and over to the right. I want to do that in behind this hairbang. So right here, I'm just going to aim towards that center point. Curving across in behind that hairbang like that. On the sides of the head, we want to sort of square off the head as well. So from the side of the ear, right here, we're going to curve up to about the same height as that point. We'll do that on both sides. Curving in. And then to finish off the hair, we're just going to connect that point to the right with a curve to the top of the head. We're going to draw that right up to about here. Starting on the left, curve up, and then make my way back down towards the right side. A nice even curve. We're going to show some hair strands. So from the center, I'm just going to curve up towards the left, curve up, in behind the hairbang, we'll do that as well. On this side, we're going to curve in the opposite direction, just a couple lines. Over on the left, we'll do the same thing, just like that. Okay, so we got the head. In the forehead area, I want to draw in a few wrinkles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the left side, I'm going to curve down and towards the middle and then back up on the right. Starting just up here, I'm going to curve down in the middle, curve back up and just flatten out on the right side. Up above it, we're just going to draw a short little curve that goes up. Let's get into the body. So with all my chibis, I draw the body the same height as the head. So using my opposite hand, I'll just measure out the head, move down towards the body. Down here is where I want to draw the feet. Halfway between the feet and the chin is where I want to draw my waistline. So let's draw the sides of the body first. So on the left side here, I'm going to leave a gap below the chin, curve down on the left, move over to the right, curve down on the right side. Let's connect those 2 points with a curve for the bottom of the belt. So curving across. Now he's got this big sort of buckle area in the center here. So in the center, on the left side, I'm going to draw a straight line going up. On the right, I'll draw a straight line going up. We'll connect those 2 points with a curve. Slight curve in the middle. We'll separate this into 3 parts. So we're going to draw 2 lines evenly spaced out down the middle. Let's draw the top of the side of the belt. So about halfway down here, we're going to draw a curve going to the side of the body on both sides. We're going to split this into 3 parts, drawing 2 vertical lines. Now let's go ahead and draw in the skull. So we're going to keep this very simple. I want to draw sort of like a circle up on top. We're going to leave a gap in the middle. Starting on the left side, curve up towards the chin, and then back down on the right side. From here, I'm going to draw 2 angled lines going out for the cheeks of the skull. Come in with 2 short lines. Now from here, I just want to curve down into the belt. Down into the belt. In here, we want to draw 2 short vertical lines for the teeth. We'll draw the nose. So up here, we're going to draw 2 vertical lines side by side. From the top to bottom, I'm just going to curve it out. Color that in black. Curve to connect them. Color that in black. And then for the eyes, we're just going to simply draw 2 angled lines. Connect the top and bottom with a curve. And we'll color that in black. From here, let's get into the legs. So I'm just going to have them in a very straight standing position. So we're going to draw the lower torso line first. So below the belt, just draw a little curve like that. On the left side, we're going to step in and just draw an angled line to the back of the knee on the left side. Do the same thing on the right. So you got a little gap in the center there. From this point, we're going to curve down towards the heel on both sides. Now let's draw on the bottoms of the feet. So I'm going to draw the length of the foot from heel to toe. Just going to draw a curve. On the right side, we'll do the same thing, making sure they're roughly the same length. Now let's draw on the top of the boot. So from the toe, we're going to curve up and then aim towards the heel, but we're not going to go all the way. We're going to curve and just stop right about there. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. So leaving a gap, curve down towards the toe. Now for the front of the legs, from the hip here, curve these out, and then we're going to draw a straight line to the top of the foot on both sides. Let's close that gap off there. Let's draw on the tops of the boot. So from the back of the knee here, we're going to curve to the front of the leg. The same thing on the right side. We're going to give a little leg strap across here. So we're going to start on the side of the leg on the left, curving across. We're going to draw that twice to give it some thickness. And on the side here, we're just going to give a little pouch. So up here, draw an angled line going out. We'll curve with the leg and then pull a straight line into the knee. Up here, we're just going to connect the top two corners with a little curve like that. Okay, so we got the bottom part of the legs. Let's get into the arms. So I'm going to draw him with two arms sticking out, holding two pistols. So let's start with the one on the left. So from the shoulder, it's going to come down to the elbow and straight across to the hand. So we want to draw the hand first because that overlaps the arm and the gun. So let's start with the inner part of the thumb. So right here, starting at the wrist, curl around, and we're going to come up in the middle like that. From this point, we want to curve in. This is the meat part of the hand. Over here, we want to draw in the trigger finger. So right across from the thumb, we're going to draw an oval. Just a sideways oval like that. And here we're going to tuck in the rest of the finger. So we're going to come across underneath the finger, curve underneath the thumb. We'll draw this one more time. So stepping in, curve and tuck this in underneath that finger. Let's draw on the bottom of the gun. So underneath this finger, we're going to draw two lines down side by side, connect it with a straight line across. Under here, we want to draw the bottom part of the hand. So right here at the handle, we're going to curve up, leaving a gap in the wrist area. We're going to step down here and curve right into the body. Let's draw on the top of the arm. So beside the thumb here, we're going to curve across, and we're going to curve up underneath the chin for the upper arm. From the elbow, curve down into the inside part of the arm there. For the glove, we're going to draw in the gun now. So right here, we want to draw in the little trigger handle first. So on top of this finger, right beside it, we curve around the bottom part of that finger. From here, we want to draw a straight line going across the gun. So we're going to draw the gun straight across. From the front, we're going to aim right to the top of that thumb. From this point of the trigger, we're going to go out, the straight line, and then angle this underneath that line. From the end, let's go up, and we're going to go straight back following the same line, going back across to right about there, and then we'll angle this back in behind the thumb. Let's draw the little handle here, so curve going up, across, and we're going to pull this back in, but we're going to taper it so it gets a little wider as it gets to the back of the gun. Up in here, we're going to get some detail. I'm just going to draw an angled line. Draw three of them. Going across like that. And for the aim at the front, I'm going to start up here at the corner, go in, draw an angled line, go across, and go straight down. Okay, so we got that hand. Let's take that exact same thing, flip it over on the right side. So we start with the thumb first. So we're going to go right across and draw in that thumb. So we're going to start with the wrist area first, curve around, and then pull us in between that curve. From here, we're going to curve in for the meat of the hand. Now let's draw on the trigger finger. We're going to draw an oval right beside that thumb. Underneath the thumb, right about halfway along this curve, tuck in one finger, and then again we'll tuck in another oval for the second finger underneath. We'll draw the handle. Two short lines coming down from that finger and going straight across. We're going to draw on the bottom of the hand here. So at the bottom of the handle, we curve up, leaving a gap in the wrist. Let's go back to this finger here. We're going to wrap a little curve around that finger. Now from this thumb, the top of the thumb, we're going to go straight across to the front of the gun. Now you see this part here, we're going to do the same thing. So from this point, we're going to go across and up with an angled line. At the end of the gun, we're going to go up, making sure it's the same height as we have on the left. Now at the back here, we have this angled line. So I'm going to start there. I'm going to go up in an angle and connect those 2 points with a straight line going across. Close that gap. And then we're going to draw 3 lines across in an angle for some detail. We'll draw that little back end here. So coming down from that corner, curving up, across with a short line, and pull this in behind the gun. And then the aim. Right at the corner, we're going to step in, go up in an angle, go across, and then come down. Now if I'm going a little bit too fast, you're going to always pause the video, get caught up, and start up again. So right here at the palm of the hand, we're going to draw the bottom curve, right into the body. So right here, we're going to draw a curve, going right into the palm. Now we're going to draw the top of the arm. So right beside this thumb, we're going to curve up. Now we're going to draw the shoulder, curving up underneath the chin. From this point here, we're going to curve down in towards the elbow. The final thing I want to do is I want to draw a little sole on the boot. So we're going to trace this line just above it to create a little bit of thickness for the sole of the boot on both sides. And that is pretty much it. There we have it. There's Chibi Punisher. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.